Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome back to our exploration of the profound teachings of the Quran. In this episode, we delve into the Quran's wisdom regarding charity and almsgiving. Charity, or sadaqah in Arabic, is one of the fundamental pillars of Islam. The Quran extensively addresses the importance of charity, emphasizing the significance of giving to those in need. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah tells us, "The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is that of a grain that sprouts 7 ears, and in every ear there are 100 grains. Likewise, Allah multiplies the action of whomsoever He wills." This verse illustrates the concept of charity as a means of spiritual growth and purification. Surah Al-Hashr encourages us to be mindful of those in need, and also for those who were settled in the home, the indigenes, and adopted faith before them. They love those who emigrated to them and find not any want in their breasts of what the emigrants were given, but give them preference over themselves, even though they are in privation. This verse emphasizes the importance of caring for and giving to those who have less. Surah Al-Baqarah also encourages us to give in charity secretly. If you disclose your charitable expenditures, they are good, but if you conceal them and give them to the poor, it is better for you, and He will remove from you some of your misdeeds. And Allah, with what you do, is fully acquainted. This verse reminds us of the virtues of giving without seeking recognition. The Quran is replete with verses that instruct believers to care for orphans and the less fortunate. Surah Al-Balad beautifully articulates this concept. Or any food upon a day of severe hunger, an orphan of near relationship, or a needy person in misery. This verse highlights the significance of providing for those in dire need. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah commands believers to give a portion of their wealth in charity. O you who have believed, spend from the good things which you have earned and from that which we have produced for you from the earth. This verse reinforces the duty of giving from one's wealth to those less fortunate. Surah At-Tawbah mentions that charity can serve as a means of purifying one's wealth and soul. Take, O Muhammad, from their wealth the charity by which you purify them and cause them increase, and invoke Allah's blessings upon them. Indeed, your invocations are reassurance for them, and Allah is hearing and knowing. This verse reminds us of the spiritual benefits of giving to those in need. The Quran also addresses the concept of zakat, the obligatory almsgiving, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. In Surah At-Tawbah, Allah instructs believers on who is entitled to receive zakat. Zakah expenditures are only for the poor and for the needy and for those employed to collect zakah and for bringing hearts together for Islam and for freeing captives or slaves and for those in debt and for the cause of Allah and for the stranded traveler, an obligation imposed by Allah. And Allah is knowing and wise. This verse outlines the categories of people eligible to receive zakat. In Surah Al-Hadid, Allah describes charity as a metaphor for faith. The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like that of a grain that sprouts 7 ears, and in every ear there are 100 grains. Likewise, Allah multiplies the action of whomsoever He wills. This verse underscores the connection between charity and faith. The Quran also encourages believers to spend in the way of Allah even in challenging times. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, "Those who spend their wealth in Allah's way, by night and by day, secretly and publicly, they will have their reward with their Lord. And no fear will there be concerning them, nor will they grieve." This verse reminds us that charity is a means of protection and alleviation of fears and grief. In conclusion, the Quran's teachings on charity and almsgiving are profound and timeless. It underscores the virtues of caring for the less fortunate, providing for orphans, and giving to those in need. Charity is not only a means of spiritual purification but also a source of blessings and protection. It is a way to bring hearts together and strengthen the bonds of faith and compassion. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Quran's wisdom. Please subscribe to our channel, share the knowledge, and remember the importance of charity in your daily life. May peace and blessings be upon you all. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.